Mrs. Chinaretto from Western Yavapai Conservation Education Center, and I'm here today to read you the story, Oh Say Can You See? And after the story, we'll talk a little bit. I'm the cat in the hat, and I think that you need to come take a look at this thing called a seed. From the giant gum tree to this very small weed, every flowering plant started out as a seed. Plants are so useful to me and to you. Can you think of the ways? I will name you a few. The paper for books and the cloth for your pants come from trees and from cotton. That's two kinds of plants. The grains and the fruits and the veggies you eat, why they come from plants too, and here's something neat. In deserts and woods and rainforests thick, grow plants that make you feel well when you're sick. Yes, plants serve us well and fill so many needs, and flowering plants all started as seeds. Just what is a seed, you are wondering maybe? Well, you might say a seed is a tiny plant baby. The best way for you to see just what I mean is to take a close look at a seed called a bean. Like all seeds, a bean comes in three basic parts. Thing 1 and thing 2, please bring on the charts. Part 1 is the first that I think you should know. It's the part that is the baby. It's called embryo. This is the embryo. To sprout it needs food like you and I do, which brings us to seed part numero 2. It's called cotyledon. Say, isn't that fun? This bean seed has 2, but some others have 1. So this is the cotyledon. Last comes the third part that you need to know. It's the coat, which protects our cute baby embryo. So the outside of it is the coat. To sprout a bean seed, keep it moist but not wet. In 7 or so days comes the part that I love. A root spreads below and a stem shoots above. So the root goes below and the stem is above. Now, in order to show a grown bean plant to you, we've traveled in time for some months, maybe 2. To get a good look at the roots underground, it is better to make like a mole, I have found. Roots are not pretty, they're twisty and hairy, and some roots even look a little bit scary. Roots anchor a plant and help it stand true. Roots suck up the water and minerals too. And roots keep the soil from just washing away. That's pretty important now, wouldn't you say? We've talked about roots, we've learned about them. Now it is time we moved on to the stem. The stem is a pipe through which water shoots. It absorbs from the soil and passed up through the roots. It shoots through the plant and next, as you'll see, the leaves each turn into a food factory. Leaves come in all shapes and all sizes I found, some small and some spiky, some big and some round. But the thing that all leaves have in common is this: they make their own food by photosynthesis. I'll say this quite loudly, I don't mean to be rude, but plants are the only living things on earth that make their own food. To do this, plants need water, minerals, and sun, and that's why the daytime's when food making is done. For your information and also for fun, hop in my shrink upper and let's see how it's done. The leaf takes in CO2 through a stoma or a pore. It works like a mouth and that's what it's for. Then the air gets mixed in with the water and sun, and that's how the food making factory is run. I see my clock, that's now in the hour. to drop in and say a hello to the flower. Thing 2 has a chart, he will share it with you, that shows what the parts of a flower all do. In the pistil, the ovals, they're unfertilized seeds. The stamen holds pollen, which an oval needs. An unfertilized oval will not ever grow, and pollen's the stuff that will fix that, you know. A flower's own pollen and another's okay. That's where the bees play a role, by the way. To make honey, bees need to get nectar from flowers. They fly and they gather this sweet stuff for hours. The pollen sticks onto their bodies and legs. It falls off and sometimes it reaches their eggs. An oval that's fertilized becomes a seed. Around it grows fruit upon which we feed. When we say the word fruit, do you know what that means? It means olives, nuts, grains, plantains, tangerines. And apples and oranges and pineapples too. All kinds of plants, foods that are healthy for you. Not all plants with seeds give us edible fruit. Some plants have seeds that look weird or look cute. But seeds are hitchhikers that ride on your clothes, and dandelion seeds sometimes fly up your nose. Some seeds come in pods that explore like a sneeze. Other seeds may have wings and can fly on a breeze. But whether they stick or they blow or they fly, seeds bring us life, and now you know why. I see the sun setting and here comes the moon. Your mother is calling, your dinner is soon. I hope you have learned from my little seed talk, and now I will climb up this giant beanstalk. So we learned about seeds. Now a seed has 3 parts to it. It has an embryo, a cotyledon, and a coat. Now your teacher should have lima bean seeds that I provided for her. And what you guys are going to do is we're going to explore this seed, and we're going to look at the 3 different parts of the seed. All right, boys and girls, it's time to do our activity. Now everyone should have a napkin and a lima bean. Now what we're looking for is we're looking for the 3 different parts of the seed. The embryo, the cotyledon, and the coat. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and then you guys can do it. So wait, all right? First off, don't eat the lima bean. You can eat lima beans, but these aren't cooked, so don't eat it. So I'm going to pick up the lima bean, and I'm going to kind of just like wiggle it a little bit. And that's going to let the coat come off. We have to be very gentle. So this is the coat. It protects it. Now, if you open it up, be careful, some might break. You can see right there, that's the cotyl. This is the cotyledon, the big part. And then this little bitty part right here, that's the embryo. Can you guys see it? Not sure if you can see it or not. All right, so we have the embryo right there. The cotyledon's this big part. And then we have the coat. So now it's your guys' turn. So go ahead and pick up your lima bean and just kind of push on it just a little bit. Be very gentle and take the coat off. Now open it up. Oh, sometimes they're a little tricky. You might need help from a teacher. Open it up. And oh, look at that. There's 2 coats on this one. Never seen that before. All right, so we have our cotyledon and then our embryo. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation today, and I hope you remember the 3 parts of a seed. Until next time, until our next presentation, we'll see you guys.